Hey, y'all, come look at this.
But I feel like one person I would love to have you do a collaboration with. She's not Nigeria, Shenseea. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Nah, I have a song with Shenseea.
You do?
I do? Yeah, man, I do.
May I represent for one Media Fox? Media Fox, Media Fox. How the latest news them lock?
Go on, you don't know a thing set, you know. Yeah, man, you know a thing set. So people, yeah, man, Masicka do an interview, man. The latest interview, I think, the first interview for 2026. You understand? Yeah, the crux them. So look here now, people, a lot of things go on every day, you know. Yeah, man, because I tell them, say, Masicka only a drop hot songs and him thing no pass normal man the airport. So look here now, Def Jam came down to Nigeria to do some marketing and, you know, make people know him. You understand? Yeah, because them a try market him in Africa, you know. You see, them a try, you know, go out there and, cause look here, a album, I drop the album this year. You understand? So look here now, all of the reality are exposing at the interview, yeah. You don't really have to know what go on. You understand? But a good thing Def Jam do, market him. Because, you know, a time for him pass now man the airport now and pass immigration. You understand? So people, ready for the video?
It is the morning rush right here on the beat 99.9 FM, the heartbeat of Lagos. My name is EVE and having a great time. It is empty and fresh. And of course, I am not in the studio alone. We've got someone who is going to be giving us very, very, very nice information and telling us about himself this morning. And guys, he's not Nigerian. I have to put it that way. He's going to tell you where he's from, but I'm pretty sure by the time you hear him and how he speaks, you're going to probably decode where he's from. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and you're listening. Good morning. And it is Masicka.
Morning. Blessings.
What's going on?
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. So Africa, Jamaica.
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's my first time in Nigeria.
Okay.
I have to say the vibe and the energy is basically like Jamaica. The love, you know what I mean? The people, the atmosphere.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so if I had to ask you, I mean, you could have gone anywhere in Africa. Why choose Nigeria?
I think I love the music. Man, a lot of the artists.
Great.
A lot of the artists.
Okay.
I mean, my friends like that, so.
All right.
And I think the vibe here is different.
Okay. All right. So let's start with your musical journey. I know growing up in Jamaica, now reggae, dancehall obviously has been a part of you and all that. But how has it shaped your identity and your lyrical, you know, your voice, your lyrical expertise, you know, when you write songs and all that?
Yo, it's a good thing. You understand? Because I know reality, you know. Yeah, and the bag of hyping up and the diss and the hits, I know. But down in a video, you not go hear what go on. You understand? So, me rate say Def Jam a carry him out there in the world for marketing thing. You understand? Next time him for go over India. Maybe carry me in a pyramid in Egypt too. Yeah. Because you have to market yourself and make people know you. Carry me some place where him not go. You understand? Because him not reach on a level there yet. You understand? Yeah.
How has that happened?
In every way, you know what I mean? We're growing up listening to artists like Bounty Killer, you know what I mean? Sizzla, I know Bob Marley's a big influential figure in our culture, you know what I mean? So we grew up listening to music, you know what I mean? I think every kid in Jamaica can sing or do something musically, you know what I mean?
Yo, people. Man, a general in a dog. Remember back in the days, you know, every interview we him do, you know, Vice Cartel in it. But he man take out Vice Cartel, you know. Vice Cartel and no more inspiration. Jaja. Youth.
Right.
It's musically oriented, so it has shaped me in many ways, and I mean, so that's where my sound originated from. That's where the drive for the music, everything where the music is like. So, yeah, man.
And it looks like you actually got yourself involved in like competitions from a kid, you know, local competitions.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, performing. Yeah, so I'm guessing all this is something that you already thought about, that this is what you wanted to do.
Yes, from a tender age, and I mean, it's always been music, you know what I mean? I always had the love for music.
Okay.
I always was a fan of the music, so, you know, as I grew up,
yeah,
I just decided to partake.
Because remember, you know, I write them have to write down the question then for ask me, you understand? Yeah, because the competition thing and all of them look a thing there. Yeah, some long time, something that back in the days where you usually enter, so some question, you know, the question them more for ask, is it?
Okay, so let's start with your debut album, 438. Yeah. And, you know, because I'm pretty sure someone who's listening right now probably has no idea that album exists. So
yes.
What's the story and what's the history behind 438?
438 is actually like a...
Wait the people, I not hear what you say a while ago about the 438 album, wait there.
let's start with your debut album, 438.
Yeah.
And, because I'm pretty sure someone who's listening right now probably has no idea that that album exists. So,
Yes.
what's the story and what's
What she say? That album not exists. That she say, people? No, man. Wait there. Me not understand this. Cause she a say, yo, make people know if, who not know it. Wait. No, people. We can't believe this.
Just decided to partake on this journey.
Okay, so let's start with your debut album, 438.
Yeah.
And, because I'm pretty sure someone who's listening right now probably has no idea that that album exists. So,
Yes.
what's the story and what's the history behind 438?
438 is actually
People, what do you think she say? If that album exists or what? I don't understand, because I don't hear clearly. You know, tell me what I hear.
like an angelic number, So
Okay.
it was my debut album, It was my first album. So I really wanted to make it something different.
Yeah.
Something special. So given that it took me some time to get the songs together, to get the collabs together, but eventually we polish it off, we release it, and to my surprise, it was so well received. It was well received. The streams.
Fix mic, boy. Brother, him man come like him shy, like him man can't talk. Jano, bro. You make the man of a father and I fix the mic for you, dog. Jano, youth. Man, I move like him shy, like a little youth.
The ways the fans reacted. So I think 438 has created and has built a nice foundation for me in the dancehall field.
All right. So should we start by saying congratulations to your signings with Def Jam?
Yes.
I know that has not been easy, and especially especially trying to put dancehall and African dancehall on the global stage.
So you say them a look down on the script. Yeah, man. She a look down on the script and the question them and everything.
Not something that is so easily achieved.
No.
So how were you able when you got that? How did you feel? What was it like? That's like a milestone.
Yes. It was a great feeling. It was a phenomenal feeling, and to see just a kid from Jamaica trying to do the music and be that knowledge on a global level. Def Jam working with some of the greatest talents that ever emerged, through America, through Africa, and big up Tunji, So he was one of the persons, right?
I feel like one person I would love to have you do a collaboration with. She's not like
People who no need to hear that part. You remember last year when them a say a Masicka make Shenseea get the big song? Hear what she say.
The one of the persons, right?
I feel like one person I would love to have you do a collaboration with. She's not Nigerian, Shenseea. I don't know how that's gonna work.
I have a song with Shenseea.
You do?
Yeah, man, I do actually have a song with Shenseea.
Okay.
People, this is what we're talking about. Me tell people say, Masicka no pull no weight pan hit and run. Right? Remember, this girl is a radio host. And she just say a while ago, right? Remember, the song go big. Right? She maybe know the hit and run Shenseea, but she don't know the Masicka depend it. You understand? So all this a facade about Masicka. Enough people don't know Masicka. For even when him call up on a song, them not really recognize him. Because see the girl I say, yo, she a look out for a collaboration with Masicka and Shenseea. And him a tell the girl say them have a collab. She say, that go on? So now, the truth has told. You understand? Brother, me tell you now already, stop hype over people project. You understand? Stop capture as some Columbus move on do, dog. You understand? Because you see more interview where you do outside of Jamaica, it will expose a lot of things. Because you don't get the look hype up in a Jamaica and feel like say, yeah man, me are the biggest out of the world and this and that. See it there? The girl not even recognize you. If you say you and Shenseea do collab and the song big. Jano people.
That's nice. Definitely look forward to it. Right.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about your new project.
So you see, she say, when him say it and run, she say, she know the song with Shenseea, it and run. But she never know say Masicka depend the song. People, what me I tell you? Things are a joke thing, The people them not know him. You understand? Him just get him little marketing and all of them little thing and she read a script. You understand? So all the little baby crooks them. Yeah man, Shenseea it and run and Masicka make she get this. See it here? The girl never know say Masicka and she do collab. Them no recognize him.
You recently put out an EP,
Yes.
and a lot of people.
People, EP time I forward up, EP time I forward up.
Right.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about your new project. You recently put out an EP,
Yes.
and a lot of people, probably someone who's also listening right now, doesn't have an idea. Do you want to talk about that? The title, your artistic process, how all that came to be.
Her name is Love. To begin with, I just wanted to do something different. I'm always the high energy lyrical dancehall artist. So with Her Name is Love, I just wanted to try a different side, something more smooth, something calmer. You know what I mean? So
Sorry.
I released it on my birthday,
Too much weed, dog. Too much weed.
December 4th, sorry. So it was a different experience, and I mean some softer songs, some different side of Masicka, you know what I mean? And I think the fans will love it.
Her name is Love. Okay. Was it inspired by a lady that you were into, or you were in a relationship with, or?
I think it was inspired by moments, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
it's just that moment in my life, and that's how I felt at that particular time. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yes, it was inspired by someone, but yeah, man, naturally.
Okay. So let's talk about one particular song, Keys to My Heart. I mean, you can't have a title like that, Her Name is Love, with an album like that, and have Keys to My Heart. So who has
Well, let's see she talking, She don't really know a song, She just know the title.
Keys to Your Heart? You want to spell that out?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so who has a Keys to Your Heart?
Definitely. A special person,
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. So are you saying this particular song was because of her, or it was just, like you said, moments?
Yeah, my moment. So, you know what I mean? Whatever. I try to make the music as realistic as possible. So, whatever I'm going through at the time, or whatever I feel at the time, you know what I mean? I try to put it into the songs and, all the fans can relate
All
to it.
right. So, I mean, it was a pleasure having you here. 2026.
Yes.
I know you definitely have some collaborations that we're looking forward to.
Yes.
But before the end of the year, are you going to be dropping like another body of work, or you're just going to put out more singles and an EP or something?
I want to release an album this year. I was
Okay.
supposed to release my third studio album, but you know what I mean? I never really have all the songs together, but I think with the right timing this year will be the perfect time. You know what I mean? So yeah, this year I got my right.
All right.
I just a bag of excuse, bro. Bag of excuse, brother. Me I tell you that. Bag of excuse you use. You understand? Bag of excuse. So this year them say them a drop album. You understand? Maybe like December again. You know for them thing already. Wait till the year blow off and drop the album end of the year.
Hey, thank you so much, Masicka, for coming through. Definitely looking forward to having more chats and more conversations with you.
People, we don't hear enough thing, We don't hear enough thing. So the crux them, we can't stop running with Shenseea it and running. Cause them people here, no know say Masicka and Shenseea do collab. Hey boy, me I tell you, dog. You see more while, you see sometime if you just humble, dog, it would have even more better. You understand? We hype up Masicka Jamaica so much till them not recognize him outside. You understand? Make him feel like say yo man this man and all of these things. Eh? Look at the girl and say, yo, I and Shenseea want to do a collab. And the man go say, yeah man, me and I do a collab. She girl say, eh. Oh. And then now, when him got named the title, yeah man, hit and run. She say, oh yeah. Because she know Shenseea. She know the hit and run song. But she never recognize Masicka upon the song. People me telling her already. You understand? At time and time, I got expose them. You see what me I try to say? So, Def Jam Tunji, I try to market him over Nigeria there. You understand? Because I think, Def Jam have them artists them all about. Maybe about some African artists where them sign. So, one link, them I try carry me over there for do some marketing, and that's why you see me do the look of radio thing, and album I forward up to people. So that's why you see, you got maybe see a more interview too. Cause you don't know him more sort out the album and all of them look of thing there. You see it. So people, wanna hear from the so-called Sheen Goat. Yeah man. You see what I try to say? But you don't know, Yo, it look like yo, Jano. You see? You better you never forward out, bro. And talk about cartel inspire. Better you never do it from the get-go. Cause now you forward, you say Bob Marley, you said this, you said that. See? You better you never do say it. It'll look more better. But we know you got things stay and Ray and that gone and all them look at thing there. But that's what you think said. Sometimes we have to go out there in the real world and recognize it, brother. When you're there at Jamaica, hype up. When you go out there in the world, you look like nobody, bro. You understand? All you have to do, brother, when you're young, focus on the work. Try put in the work and market to yourself out there, brother. You understand? The bagger chatting and the bagger run no pussy. You understand? Pan the media and all of them little thing there, bro. Them thing they not work, dog. You understand? Them they not promoting the music and showing the leverage out there. The bagger media thing with the and Shane Skull. Brother, that not work. See girls say, yo, she not even recognize you upon Shenseea hit and run. You see, things them on hype up at Jamaica, brother. It's nothing out there. You understand? But what me can say, him a do him thing, and me like say, the label and market him. You understand? Cause look here, we want him reach that level there, but him for just humble himself more while. Yeah, just easy and go and put in the work and, you know, Tunja look out for you. I try and market the thing. You know, you maybe have a second album for them or waiting for this year for drop. You know, cause people, oh boy, it's a lot of album I go drop this year. You understand? Alkaline album, Cartel drop album, Ima go drop album this year. And I think me see a few more people that talk about albums. So this year gonna be festive. You understand? But people, you don't know one media facts, you know. Yeah man, big up on yourself. That is it.